everybody, and welcome back to the stream! Yay! We're back with a new episode of Heroes in Training. We had a couple weeks off there, but we are back. We are guestless tonight, but RJ will be back, so keep an eye out for that. Let's go around and have everyone introduce themselves. We'll get into the recap, and then we'll get back into the game, because we are in the middle of a chase scene. Woo! All right, cool. As always, we're going to start off with the lovely Savannah.
That's me. Hi, I'm Savvy. I'm at Savvy Seaworth on the internets, mostly on Twitter, where you can find my streaming schedule pinned to the top of my page. I'm here every Sunday night doing whatever it is we do on this channel. Right now it's masks, and it's really fun. When I'm not here, you can find me on twitch.tv/game nights, is game with 2 G's and nights with a K, along with a lot of other faces that you see around you. We're live 6 days a week. The only day we're dark over there is Wednesdays, and I'm on most of them, including 2 games that I GM. So come hang out with us over there. Tonight, I am playing Sophia Minea, who is the bull.
Thank you very much. And next up is Rachel.
Hey, that's me. I'm Rachel Elizabeth. You can find me here on Twitch at Rachel Elizabeth, where I play mostly spooky games, and I've been off for a couple weeks because I was sick. So if my voice sounds weird and raspy like Sophia Bush, that is why. But I'm feeling better, and I'm here with my friends. Tonight I will be playing Jupiter Jennings, the outsider, my weird alien girl.
Thank you so much. And next up is Miss Tanya.
Oh, hey, you can find me places, mostly Instagram, kind of, at Tanya Rowland. And my weird podcast, Spider Facts with Billy. There's only one episode up right now, but I'm working on that this weekend. But tonight, I am Nancy McGee, the Doomed, a.k.a. the Devereaux.
Love it. And last but definitely not least, Senor Alexandro.
Hello, I am Senor Alexandro, apparently. I'm Alex. I'm OMG at some guy on the internet. Along with Savvy, I'm mostly over on GGK. I'm there usually Tuesdays, Thursdays, and sometimes Saturdays. Won't be there this Tuesday, but that's because LB over here will be running a one-shot that she can tell you more about if she so chooses, but you should definitely tune in then. But here tonight, I am playing Billy Burns, aka the Rune, or aka Rune, who is the Nova.
Thank you very much. And I'm LB Hackemup. You can find me at LB Hackemup on the Twitters and the Twitches, which is here. You found me. Hi. And this channel is live Tuesday afternoons, Thursday evenings, and Friday evenings, and Sunday evenings. I put the and too far ahead. But we play lots of horror games, lots of fun games, and of course some TTRPGs like this one. Like Alex said, I will be running a one-shot for a Monster of the Week on Tuesday on GGK. If you liked our Monster of the Week game that we played, same setting, I'm putting it in the same town, different scenario. So it's going to be super fun. But tonight we are playing Masks. We're playing Heroes in Training. And before we get into things, we need a recap. And as always, I'm going to give that over to Rachel because she does such a good job with them. And we all appreciate it. So take it away, Rachel.
Well, these recaps are going to be a little bit weirder because they're coming from Jupiter's diary. So here we go. Dear diary, it's me, Jupiter. Okay, so it's always me. I'm the only one you talk to, or who talks to you. You know what I mean. Anyway, it's been a weird couple of days. It started off great. The other night, Billy and I were going to practice before the training rooms closed, and we ran into our watcher. He's with this new kid named Damien, who's apparently going to be joining us for a bit while he checks out different schools. He seemed a bit standoffish, but honestly, I'm still working on my gauge for human emotions, so I could be wrong. Billy and I practiced him making portals and me changing shapes quickly to jump through them while the training room shot stuff at us. It was fun. Honestly, I've been kind of missing the dangerous aspects of training. They really break you in slowly here, but I've been trying to go with the flow. I guess it is nice not having your instructors actually try to kill you. Anyway, after training Damien, he was going to crash with Billy, and I figured having a movie night would save him the awkwardness of not meeting anyone else until homeroom. So I texted Sophia and Nancy to see if they wanted to come over to watch Cabin in the Woods. After the movie, Billy and Damien grabbed a bunch of pillows and blankets to make his crash on the floor a little more comfortable, and we all went to bed. Okay, so here's something weird. The next day in homeroom, Tara was acting really weird when Damien walked in. Like, she seemed to know who Damien was. But then when Sophia asked him about why he was being really weird about it, So much so that like I asked Sophia if he was being weird, and she confirmed that he was indeed being weird about it. And then to top it off, Tara wanted us to sit with them at lunch, which is weird because she never asked us to do that. And I think it's because Damien's with our like team now. We went to the rest of our classes for the day, like public relations and the cost of hero work, and then decided not to sit with Tara at lunch because honestly, she seemed to make Damien a little uncomfortable. Then we had hopped into our hero gear and we went on our first patrol. Obviously, we took a few selfies beforehand because damn, we looked good. Mr. brought us to the spot in Infinity City, and the kids sent us out to protect some citizens. Or, I mean, we don't know if they needed protecting yet, but like, you know, that's what we're supposed to do, making the people comfortable. We walked around the area we were supposed to be patrolling, and it was honestly uneventful until a little lady needed us to escort her to a sandwich shop. I guess it's not really eventful, but I don't know. I waited outside while everyone went in to grab food. I saw an odd shadow, so I went to check it out across the street. Unfortunately, as the team came out of the sandwich shop, there was a crash and a hovercraft fell out of the sky. The traffic lights stopped working, a robot malfunctioned. It was absolute chaos. After helping people out of the road and trying to calm everyone down and restore order, we realized that it must have been some sort of EMP that went off. So Billy charged up his powers and found where the source of the shutoff was and located it and told us all. So Sophia obviously started sprinting down the alley towards where Billy said it was, and we followed because, duh, we were going to let her go alone. There was a big machine in the middle of the street, and behind it, a huge hole in the building. Nancy used her dark vision to see inside the building and saw someone stealing this weird canister. It's probably important because why else would someone steal it? So Sophia punched into this machine to break it to make sure it wouldn't go off again, and then ripped it out of the ground, but grabbed it as evidence. Yeah, evidence. There was this guy that came out with a canister, and he had these spectral animals with him. Obviously, bad guy, am I right? He handed the canister to a spectral wolf, and he took off with it. Nancy convinced him we were friends for a second. Then he attacked Billy, so not so friendly anymore. Damien defended him, and they trapped his other spectral animals in cages. And I shapeshifted into a giant dire wolf and went bounding after the spectral wolf with a canister. And then Sophia followed me. The smoker, someone we recognized from school who had joined the band of bad guys, appeared out of nowhere to grab who I'm assuming is her accomplice, and they melted into the shadows. So Sophia and I, me now a giant dire wolf, are running after the spectral wolf with a canister, and then Nancy, Damien, and Billy are still with the two invisible bad guys because they're probably still there, let's be honest. So what could go wrong?
Oh my god.
I've never heard something that has more, this is me. You're probably wondering how I ended up here, energy than that.
And that's what I was going for.
That was incredible. Thank you for gifting us with that recap, because oh my god.
Them every week.
Hell yeah. All right.
Realizing where we left off, is Jupiter dictating this diary like mid-fight as you're like chasing after
This
the other
is
wolf?
in her head.
Yeah, it's like mental notes to write in her diary later.
This is coming from the TV show, which is essentially just How I Met Your Mother, but it's a bunch of superheroes.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. All right. We are going to start off with where we left off, with Jupiter and Sophia chasing after this spectral wolf. So, you guys are Sophia, you're super fast, and Jupiter, you chasing this creature. Do you have any plans as to how to stop it, or you're keeping pace with it at this point? I saw that look. Plans? What here? No.
Of course not.
What do you guys? It is just booking it through the street, trying to get somewhere.
I'm gonna try to howl at the wolf to see if I can get it to stop.
Okay. I just want to talk. Okay, I just want to talk.
Like, I'm bigger. Maybe it'll respect me. Maybe it's got some animal instincts. I don't know.
I think its ears are gonna go back at that. But it is not a real wolf.
Right.
It is a spectral wolf. But you guys start making progress on this, start gaining on it. And as you do, you see in about 100 yards in front of it a fountain of fog sort of comes up off the ground in the middle of this street, and you see deposited far in front of this wolf is the man you saw, or the person you saw before, and I will reveal him to you guys in the game so you guys can get a better idea of what this guy looks like. And looks to the creature and looks to you guys, and he posts up like he's gonna fire. What would you like to do?
So Sophia does not stop running and just
Mhm.
sort of digs in like harder and harder and just sort of missile-like kind of launches herself at him.
Hell
It's
yeah.
like full on form tackle, like shoulder into solar plexus, like
Well, this sounds like directly engaging a threat to me.
probably.
Why don't you give me a roll?
I'm good at that. She said, immediately cursing herself. Oh. 7. I have a plus
All
3.
right. That's a hit. On a hit when directly engaging a threat. Sorry, I almost went into Monster of the Week mode. You
pick
can
one.
you pick one. Resist or avoid their blows, take something from them, create an opportunity for your allies, impress, surprise, or frighten the opposition.
I would like to create an opportunity for my ally.
Awesome.
And like I just want to throw him off balance as much as possible because I know Jupiter's right behind me.
Yes. All right. You continue to move Jupiter. What would you like to do?
I see Sophia just launch herself at this person. So, all right, that's what we're doing. So she is also going to barrel at this guy, giant
right.
direwolf teeth and claws.
All right, go ahead and roll me a directly engage a threat. Oof, that is a 5. We do have team in the pool. Did we do team?
Well,
Did we
so
do that?
I
the
was
end of
just
last?
thinking about that.
Yes. Okay.
So should I go ahead and add one for start of a new session, or are we going to wait until the end of this scene?
Well, we will start because we're going into conflict. We didn't do it at the end of last session because we needed to wrap up the session. But we will do the adding team to the pool for when we're entering a dangerous foe or entering dangerous foe as a team. Dangers against foe as a team. So we're gonna add 2 to the pool to when we start out. And then we're going to go through all the questions for you guys. So, who's the leader in this fight?
Who is the leader? Because we're just kind of all over the place.
Is it Ted? Is it Teddy?
Yes, Ted's the leader.
Yes.
We had RJ. I would say that it was Damien because he was kind of taking point, but
Savannah doesn't think this.
Ignored him and ran away.
Savannah doesn't think this is true at all, but Sophia definitely thinks it's her.
I mean, I think that makes sense because Jupiter is taking point from you at right now.
Yeah, and
I kind of agree with that.
We kind of followed after Sophia and the whole like, oh, let's just go down the alley to get the thing.
Yeah. All right. And if does the leader have influence over all the other teammates?
Yes.
Yes.
Awesome. Add another team to the pool.
Right.
Yes. If anyone, does anyone have the same, or does everyone have the same purpose in this fight?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we do. Yes. Okay. If any team member mistrusts the leader of the team, remove a team from the pool. Does anyone mistrust Sophia? I don't think so. Is your team? Yeah, right. Is your team ill prepared or off balance? Is Taco causing problems? Always.
He's yelling.
Aw.
Don't know why.
He misses you. I don't think. I mean, this is what you guys train for. I don't think you guys are ill prepared or off balance in this moment. All right, cool. So we have 8.
9.
9. All right, let's do it. So, Jupiter got a 5 on this, but you did create an opportunity for her. So I'm going to just go ahead and say that you, I'll give you +2 for that. So you get that 7. So you can pick one, resist or avoid their blows, take something from them. I don't have to read this every time, but do you, indirectly engaging a threat, what would you like to do?
Oh no, I need to pull up that thing because I need.
Just kidding. Resist or avoid their blows, take something from them, create an opportunity for allies, impress, surprise, or frighten the opposition.
I would like to impress, surprise, or frighten the opposition.
All right.
I
Which
mean,
one would you
I'd be
like to
scared
do?
if a giant cat girl came at me with a giant dire wolf.
Yes. Okay. So as this scene plays out, Sophia it barrels towards him. He pulls out a gun, as a bull would do. What do you clothesline him? I just imagine you clotheslining him.
It's sort of form tackle. So she at the last second goes low and sort of drives her shoulder and like this area sort of right into him, like center mass, so she can then grab him.
Perfect. I love that. So you do that. You both go to the ground. Jupiter, what would you like to do? Tell me what you do. You jump on top of him. You attack him. What do you do?
Yeah. So since Sophia's like kind of still like, on top of him or whatever, she's gonna like just grab him by like this part of his, like neck / shoulder here, just sink her teeth in and just hold and growl.
Awesome. All right. So as you do this, you both are going to mark a condition because as Beastly Shadow, as he is taken down, you see him maneuver his arm out, and Sophia, you feel a sharpness slice as a bullet grazes the side of your leg. And Jupiter, you on top of him are right near his face mask, and it begins to glow with heat. Spectral heat. So you take a little bit of it's probably pretty spooky. I would say it's more mental damage than a physical damage as these spirits begin to move off of him. But as this happens, you, Jupiter, and Sophia, since you're on top of him, you kind of look up towards, or you can see out of your peripheral, the spectral beast that is still running away from you guys. And you see something strange happen. As he is running and he's got a destination, he's got to go. You see in the street a brick wall forming out of nowhere, and the creature stops before this wall that has now encompassed the whole street. Sophia, you look down, the gun that is in your your villain's hand seems to change into something different. It looks as if it is shifted into a snake, and you hear, as the realization hits you, a sound from above. You recognize this sound, and as you look up, you see in the rafters, or on top of the building, a very familiar face, Sophia, as Mirage appears at the top of the building, looking down upon you with his partner, Raver, who has speakers coming out of her shoulders, and he looks down, and you see him cup his hand, and he just yells, "Kick his ass!" All right, you guys are up. What would you like to do in this moment?
I mean, Sophia's gonna try to beat his ass.
All right, perfect.
That's all of the permission she needs, because there is this moment of like, gosh, are we supposed to beat? Doesn't think about it that hard. That's all the permission I need. Yeah, I think Sophia is going to just full on, because super strong, just like she's got her arms around this guy, just sort of lift him up, turn, and just slam him into the building. That is next to her, because I have this great move from the Bullet Playbook called In a China Shop.
Tell us what it does.
Be appropriate right now. When you directly engage a threat, you can cause significant collateral damage to your environment to choose an additional option, even on a miss.
Hell yeah. All right, roll, girl.
She was like, yep. You asked for this. That's a 9.
Yes. Do you, Jupiter, want to give her a +1 by assisting to make it a 10 plus.
Oh, absolutely.
Hell yeah. What do you do?
Well, as I saw her like grab him, I unclenched from from his like shoulder region, and I just kind of like I see her barreling him towards the wall. So I'm just also going to like full like hind leg, like just also shove with like the big direwolf paws like on any part of
Yes.
him that I can also get a hold of to just like use all the weight of this like couple 100-pound wolf like into the wall with her.
Perfect. Team pool well used. And as you do this, Sophia, you feel the building sort of shudder, and the bricks on this building begin to crack, and you both take a step back as this wall crumbles down on top of this specter, and he then goes limp. You can, as in many anime, you see his head sticking out from under the bricks, but he is very much unconscious, and you see the spectral creature disappear, the canister falling to the ground.
Jupiter's gonna
Awesome.
transform back into herself.
That was perfect with the music that just
really
ended
was,
there. All right. Then let us, before we get into this beautiful family reunion, switch back over to Nancy and Billy. You guys are hanging out with Damien. You're trying to figure out what just happened, and as you are looking at the area where this the smoker has disappeared, you hear a click clock behind you, and you see the kid. He's landed, and he just says, "Report."
The animals, which have the animals by us that were in the cages, also disappeared.
Not yet. They're fighting right now.
Okay. We've got bad guy has ghost animals. We've got a lot of them. There's a wolf that's running away. Nemia and Jupiter are chasing after him, but it seems like the smoker's here and is helping out.
Oh shit. Okay, Damien, and he looks over to Damien. And he says, "I need you to go to this address," and he like spouts out an address. "I need you to get the heroes, the professional heroes. All right, you guys, I need you to chase after. I'll guard the scene and make sure that nothing else happens here. Reset your headphones because the EMP is fucked with everything. If you reset it, it's gonna start back up and we can hear each other. Okay?
Done.
Right.
Go."
Then run. Or run towards it.
Ba-da, ba,
Well,
ba-da.
actually, Nancy, to help with that, I can use one of my flares and create a portal to have us appear with the rest of the team.
Yes.
So he'll kind of, again, the kind of big circle in the air with his finger leaves a glowing
Mhm.
line, and once it's completed, like flashes, and then because he's mostly honing in on like where are my friends, not
Mhm.
knowing where they actually are. But
Yes.
so we probably see the tackle happen through the portal.
Yeah, exactly.
then-
You see the building crumbling down as your friends are sitting there. And you look up and you see heroes. You might recognize them if you're really into hero culture, but Savannah, do you want to describe what Mirage looks like?
Yeah. Oh, I hadn't thought about what his costume looks like.
That's a good question.
I'd imagine it's probably like equally flashy.
Mhm.
He has unlike Sophia, has like jet black hair, same cat ears, but black. And I'm kind of imagining it's like essentially like a bodysuit because he has to be able to move around a lot, but it's all like black and crimson and like sequins, and it's just
Like Yuri on Ice.
yes, exactly like that. Exactly like Yuri on Ice, but he's got the cat ears.
Perfect. And you guys see as he and his partner, who is known as Raver, she has very bright yellow makeup on her face, under eyes, over eyes. Like look, she's the type of person that like draws on freckles with like little rhinestones and stuff. She has like silver hair that's kind of put up in pigtails with her bangs down. She's got a yellow jumpsuit that is over a just a tube top, black tube top, lots of chains, lots of lights. They both leap down from this building, and you can see Raver kind of put her hands down, and the speakers on her shoulders turn down and sort of make this noise that looks like just sound waves, and they land softly on the ground, and they start to walk over towards the rest of you. And Mirage kind of looks at Sophia like, Sophia, this is a look of, do you want me to tell him? Like, should I pretend like I don't know you?
What's up, nerd?
Hey, good job. Is this your team?
Oh, just now realizing that Billy is here. Shit. Hey, Mirage. This is Nick. This is my brother.
Hey.
Oh, hi.
Lovely to meet you.
Jupiter, Billy, Nancy.
I imagine
go pick
Billy's
up the
probably met
canister.
him before.
Probably.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
Jupiter, Nancy. Billy's still around.
Your first day on the job, and you guys are already kicking ass.
Eh,
You guys, we're really bad at not getting involved.
Well, hey, this is your job, right? You're out on your hero training. You're not supposed to sit back anymore. You got to get active.
what I'm saying. I'm just saying, if a pro says it's okay, I feel like it's okay.
Actually,
Well, I think it's okay, but I feel like we're gonna get yelled at again.
well,
It's
about
fine.
that,
He can yell at me.
we just talked to the kid. He came over to us. First, reset your earphones. That'll fix the EMP stuff. But he sent Blitz to go get the real heroes, he said, because the smoker's still around.
Whoa, hey. I mean,
I don't know if kid knows you're here. Sorry.
it's fine.
Yeah, but he
You
was
know.
okay with all this, so I don't think we're in trouble.
I mean,
I will be first.
It's fine.
Ra-
If he wants to yell at somebody, he can yell at me. Just kind of like looking at the man-shaped indent in the building.
oh, there is a hole where
It's
all
like a
of the bricks
hole.
have come down. Raver kind of like turns and looks at it. Just, don't worry about that. That happens all the time. I mean, like, they have insurance for those sort of things, right?
That's what I say. And I get yelled at.
Mirage says back to you, well, you know, we kind of all pay for it in our taxes anyways, but it's a complicated situation. Anyways, isn't today your first day out?
Yeah.
Technically.
What did he take?
This.
Do you hand it over?
Yeah.
He looks at it. He's like, looks like a tube of frozen something. Do you have any idea why?
Nope.
Well, let's
No, he's not really talking.
well, he might.
They
well-
set off an EMP, and then we came here, and then Sophia punched the EMP machine thing, and then
Oh yeah, that's around here somewhere.
yeah, and then that guy stole that, and then we chased him, and then we punched him, and now it's set. Then I don't know. It must be important.
I mean, it must be. I don't know. Villains do a lot of stupid shit for a lot of stupid reasons, but yeah, I'm sure they'll figure it out. I hope you guys get to actually do the figuring out, although that is kind of the boring part of hero work, but you know. So do you know what to do next? Do you know the after part of taking out a villain?
Nope.
All right.
Yeah, we never really got this far.
Raver.
Yeah, the last time we just got like yelled. We were just escorted away as we were being yelled at for getting involved. And we were supposed to observe and report, so I'm just kind of waiting for that to happen again.
I imagine the report part probably comes now.
Yeah, there's a lot of boring paperwork and all that, but right now you just need to wait for the police and they'll take away the bad guy. But yeah, no, it's super fun. Just standing here.
Billy, will you do my paperwork?
Billy is distracted. You see him like over to the side, just kind of muttering to himself, like doing the whole on Deku thing of like thinking about something like, okay, why did they need an EMP and what's the smoker still doing? And like, it's clearly like trying to think through, like, he does not think the situation is resolved yet.
It's our we've lost him. Jupiter, will you do my paperwork?
I will help you with your paperwork.
Cool.
All right. I mean, they should be on their way. And as you are hearing this, you can hear the sirens in the distance. They, not that you would know, but they roll up to the biotech place. They roll up to where the EMP went off, helping civilians and all that. I think that Mirage will just say, well, are you going to restrain him or just leave him in the brick pile?
I mean, I feel like the bricks are pretty restraining, but I mean, they don't give us like cuffs or anything.
That's probably fair. And he like pulls from the back of his outfit. There wasn't anything there as you saw him, but as he pulls out a pair of these very hefty handcuffs that almost like they will go over both the wrist and part of the hand so that the wrist cannot function at all. He places them, kind of moving some of the rubble out of the way. He places them on the wrist of this passed out gentleman. And about that time is when you hear the adorably clippy clops of the kid as he makes his way over to you guys. Oh shit, you guys did it. Nice.
Yeah.
Damon's back over there handling stuff with the cops. I mean, he's had to deal with that before, so I mean, Blitz, sorry. Hey, and he like looks up and he sees that Mirage and Raver are here, and they kind of just give him a little wave. All right, you guys did great. I mean, I'll have to read your reports to know exactly what happened, but I mean, as far as I can tell, good first day out, right?
So we're not in trouble.
Did you do something that you'd be in trouble for?
No.
I don't know.
No.
Okay.
No.
No.
It's okay,
Okay.
Jupiter.
We're okay. Okay.
Don't worry. Oh, we got some stuff.
Some stuff?
Yeah. Part of a robot EMP thing that I punched a hole in, and then also
Damn.
whatever he was running away with.
All right. Can I see it? He takes it in his hooves and he is holding it together like they like I can only picture My Little Pony where they're holding things between their hoofs like this. And he kind of looks
What
it
does
over.
he write reports?
Talk to touch,
Very
baby.
carefully.
Yeah. Very carefully.
He dictates. Fury is his friend.
Yes. He's looking over this. You can hear the sirens getting closer, and a few of the cop cars pull up. They take the man into custody, and you guys are going to have to recount what happened to the police officers in sort of an initial report. Is there anything you want to leave out or embellish?
No, you know what? Jupiter's just gonna do it, and she's just gonna give him like, this is what happened, and this happened, and this happened, and this happened. Do you have any questions?
He's like furiously taking notes, and then like after like 2 lines, he just takes out his phone and starts recording you.
Yeah, just no details really. Just like,
Mhm.
you know, we did this, then we did this, then we did this, and then we ran after him, and then we smashed him to a wall, and then they handcuffed him.
It's like, oh, all right. We have your contact info if we need anything further. They're gonna take him into custody, and you are left with Raver and Mirage, sort of just hanging out here. He'll go over to Sophia. Mirage will go over, or Nicholas, I guess, will go over to Sophia and kind of nudge her, and say, "So, how do you like it?
What?
Being an actual hero?"
Oh. I mean, it's fine.
Yeah, fine. I just saw you tackle a guy in the middle of the street.
Yeah, I mean, if I could find somebody that could go more than one round in the ring with me, it might be interesting.
I'm sure you can find someone. There's a lot of bad guys out there. Most of them have super strength, so I'm glad you found a team that you can work with.
Yeah, that's kind of the best part.
Anything I should know? Does anyone need their ass kicked?
No. Like you could kick anyone's ass.
I mean, I can make them kick their own ass. And he kind of like smirks.
That's true. No, it's chill.
All right. Proud of you, kid.
What? You're not that much older than me.
Old enough. He like shoves you.
Okay, grandpa.
Come here. And he like pulls you in to take a selfie.
I could break your spine right now.
But you won't because you love me. Click. And as did anyone want to have any conversations with Raver or Mirage in this moment? Okay. As they begin to walk away, you see Mirage turn back and point to Sophia and say, by the way, the stitching on that looks great. Your practice is really paying off. And they walk off into the distance.
What
Why
was
are
he
you all
talking
looking
about?
at me? What? I
Is
had
that
to have
family code?
stitches the other day. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
You get stitches? You're practically invulnerable.
Don't worry about it.
Daria was muted. Hey,
Okay.
Nancy, she's lying, isn't she?
Yeah, I feel like she's lying.
I'm right here.
I know.
Well, normally
good.
I'd ask
I'm
you.
like
but I
3
can't ask you
feet
if you're
away
lying.
from
You're
you.
gonna lie again.
Did he mean stitches like you made your own clothes, or you got stitches in your skin?
I have rights and don't have to answer that.
That's fine. We can talk about it later.
Or not at
I'm not-
all.
That familiar with the Earth legal system, but I feel like that doesn't apply here.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay, well, if you can find the law that says it doesn't, fine.
How about the law of friendship?
Yeah, I thought we were friends. I'll tell you something
We are.
personal.
Yeah.
I mean, go ahead. I'm not stopping you.
Oh, I have to think of something now.
It can't be about Ed McMahon.
Okay, well, I've got nothing then. I'll think.
All right, everybody think of a personal detail, and we're all going to share something later when Sophia Nemea, we're in public, tells us what her brother, what Mirage was talking about. This is hard.
Okay, if everyone can come up with something, then sure.
Okay.
Bet.
Yeah. I've got something real good. I'm ready. Later. We'll do it later.
I can't stress this enough. It can't be about Ed McMahon.
It won't be directly about Ed McMahon.
See, I'm worried that you just said directly.
Well, once I tell you, you can decide if it's good enough. How about that?
Fine.
Okay.
I also, in real life, want to say Ted came up just to sleep on me, and so I could hug him. By the way, I'm dying.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
That's sad.
Billy walks over to, or the kid walks over. God damn it! The kid walks. I will go one episode at some point where I don't make that mistake. The kid walks over to The kid walks over to you guys. And he says, "All right. Well, I think you've had enough excitement for one day. So, are you guys ready to head back?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you sure we don't do more to help clean up? I mean, I know there are people that do that, but it just seems like
It's a union thing. We can't
Yeah.
help.
Oh, okay.
I didn't really do much today, but I guess we can go back.
Actually, I
Yeah,
had a
you
thought.
had like that whole vision. It was rad.
That's so
And-
nice of you.
And you convinced and you convinced that guy that we were friends for a minute, and he almost told us what he was doing.
I wasn't fishing for compliments, but I appreciate all of you. I just meant you did such a wonderful job tackling him and turning into a wolf. I mean, that's pretty crazy. So, anyways, yeah, we can just be done. That's fine. Thank you, Mr. the Kid.
It's just the kid. Mr. the Kid is my dad.
Oh, okay. Sorry, the kid.
All right. He makes a phone call. The ship that brought you here arrives. The bean, as it were. Mr. steps out with a very, again, no expression on his face. And he says, "Welcome back." Yeah, thanks. We're gonna go home. No, back to the school, I mean. He says, "Of course." Guys enter and are flown back. Again, this very fast trip for how far you're traveling. Back to the school. And as we do that, we have a Fanthorpe redemption. And it is a very special day because Alex now has a fan. So we're gonna go Fanthorpe. Is everyone ready? Prepped in 3, 2, 1. Yes! Good job, everyone. That was great. That was absolutely fantastic.
Never not funny to me.
I know.
I can't stop.
It's always a shock when he comes out there, doesn't he?
If something happens to Sophia, this is my next character.
Just shocked Pikachu. All right, you guys are brought back to the school. You are brought into a room that you've never been in before. It is a large area with a lot of desks in it. And there are 4 tablets set out for you. And this is where you're going to have to do your reporting, your written report, basically. And Bill, the kid explains to you that you have to fill out a form that basically goes over like what you did, why you did it, and what you could. They always have at the end, what could I have done differently or improved on, which is always so fun. But you guys take the time. Are you all filling out your own, or what have you decided?
I would be filling out my own, and then since I heard Sophia and Jupiter talking, I know Jupiter was probably going to help her, but I'm kind of looking over to make sure that Sophia's doing it right.
I think Sophia, she knows how to do it. And she knows she has to do it. But she's just really like she's a very like macro person. She's very like big picture sort of person. And I think just like they have to keep reminding her of like, and no, and like, don't leave this out. Like you do have to put this in. And I think it's less a work ethic thing and more that like, I think she just forgets because she gets excited with the big details, just forgets everything else.
You can't just write down, and then I punched the guy. The end.
Well, that's what happened. Okay.
It
have to do
is.
more detail.
But we have to put in more detail because I think they're worried about like if there was a witness and they were like, wow, she actually did this before she punched the guy. You know, it all has to like collaborate or I don't know. People work.
Yeah, for the PR, think of it that way. In case there's a PR issue, you have to be detailed so they can verify.
I mean, that's fair. Hunter, what could I have done better? Sophia just writes, not broken the building.
Well done. Does anyone else have any insight into what they could have done better?
Mine's gonna say, been a bigger dire wolf. Period.
Fair.
I think Billy's is like, shouldn't have allowed the bad guy to get into a position where he could have discharged his weapon and possibly endanger civilians, and it's like too hard on
2
himself.
pages.
But yeah, it's like too hard on himself. It's like, oh, clearly I should have done this and this and this and this, and it's like not at all realistic of things he could have actually done. But it's just like, well, clearly I should have been better to do this.
Absolutely.
Nancy's kind of writing like, I need to learn to ask better questions. I kind of freeze up when I get in these situations and there's a million things. So I need to learn to just stop and give myself a minute and ask a better question.
I
I
love
just
it.
had this thought in my head that Nancy is one of those people, like in a job interview, you ask her what her weakness is, and she's like, I work too hard.
100%.
Yes, absolutely. All right, you guys finish your reports. It takes you quite a while, and by the time you are done, it is probably about dinner time. You begin to walk back to your. Well, I shouldn't tell you what to do. But it is dinner time. I assume you guys want to go eat dinner. Would you like to eat in the dorm, or would you want to go out?
Well, we were still did we change out of our outfits before we went to do the reports?
That was an option, yes.
Okay. We probably all did. We're probably
Okay.
back in like street clothes now.
Yeah, street clothes.
Do you guys want to hit the CAC for dinner or do you want to go out somewhere?
I'm a little nervous about going out again. I kind of want to relax a little bit. It's been a lot of excitement. So I personally would like cafeteria, but I'll do anything. I'm flexible.
I think tonight is the pizza night. So
Ooh, I
Then
like pizza.
We should
Right?
get there. We should
What
get
day
there
is it?
sooner.
I think it's pizza, right? I don't know. I don't remember.
Gonna be now.
It's Wednesday, my dudes, so,
Yeah.
you know.
Pizza day.
I just made that up. Wednesdays, they order in pizzas from a local pizza place for dinner.
I'm writing it down. All right. You guys start to make your way to the cafeteria. Caf serves pizza from a local joint on Wednesdays, my dudes. Okay. As you're walking back, you guys walk past a hallway. And as you do, you kind of glance down there, and at the end of the hall there is an open door. And you can see inside there are quite a few adults, and they seem to be discussing things. You do notice right away that out of the corner of your eye you see your principal, Johnny Vibes, is in there. And they seem to be having a very there's 4 or 5 adults in there, and they seem to be having a quite serious discussion. And as you like continue down the, or what do you guys want to do? Do you want to just keep going, or yeah?
Oh. Can we hear anything?
You hear the sound of serious talk. I don't think you can make out anything. You're like walking past an intersection, and the hallway at the end of it, there is a meeting room where people are talking. So you're kind of crossing.
Nancy will walk, but she's gonna stop and tie her shoe for a minute.
Okay.
Where she can hear decently.
Awesome.
So this is like an actual meeting room. They're not meeting somewhere that seems extra odd for them to be in.
Correct. It seems this is sort of the area where there are a lot of different meeting rooms or discussion rooms, like on the professional level as opposed to the school level.
Sure.
Okay. Nancy, you
as,
tie your...
as soon as she realizes something is going on before Nancy stops, I think Sophia, knowing that if anybody wants to hear what's going on, it's Nancy, Sophia just like looks over at her like,
Mm-hmm. All right, Nancy, you hear down the hallway sort of a like, well, we can't take the chance. Okay, so we'll stop. That's fine. And you recognize the second voice as Johnny Vibes. And he says, all right, we have to finish this discussion. Let's close the door and get this meeting started. And he kind of like, you see him as you look over, you see him kind of motion. And as he does, you look over to see a face that you know very well that has you see a mask. And this mask is pretty plain in nature, but it is the mask of the conductor. And the door closes. He kind of like looks out the hallway, very briefly at you and closes the door. And for those of you who don't remember, the Conductor is half of Team EMP, which is the top hero team in the world right now.
So when the door closes, Nancy's like, "Oh my god, the Conductor was in there." And then she tells him like what he said, which I have forgotten already.
He said, "We can't take the chance." Okay, that's fine. We'll stop it then.
What are they gonna stop? What chance
I
can
don't-
they take?
Should I transform into something really little and go under the door?
Yes.
I mean, normally that's a bad idea, but Nancy's like teenage influence is winning out. Like, yeah, maybe like if you want
I mean,
to,
it's not technically against the rules.
just see what happens.
I'm not using my power against anybody. I'm just using my power to go into a door. I'll just say it was a dare.
I will not discourage you from this,
I will actively encourage this.
Billy.
I'm
Billy's
clearly
the-
outvoted, but
Billy had nothing to do with this.
She's already transforming into
Fine, Jupiter's not a snitch.
What should she be? What's little and a spider? She's gonna transform into a tiny spider.
All right,
Go
you
under
float
the
down.
door.
You float down the hallway long enough so that you don't have to run on the floor for 5 minutes as a spider to get to the door.
Yes,
You, you're managed to maneuver yourself. Do you want to go? How do you want to enter? Top door, bottom door.
We will go under the door and then like around, like she kind of wants to like hide herself like against the molding so that like she can't really be seen, just in case somebody's like an arachnophobe. She doesn't really want to like freak anybody out
Yeah.
and risk getting squished.
All right. As you enter the room, you see Johnny Vibes, as well as the Conductor, and there are 3 other people in the room. And one you recognize as he has dragon-like features. Loves to go fast. Dragon-like features, orange scales. He's wearing sort of a medieval style chainmail and a breastplate and a cloak. You recognize him as Bookworm, who is the jolly hero with a dragon. He's just a big old dragon boy. He's got little glasses on, and he has his arms crossed. And he and the Conductor, who you can see now, has his hood pulled back. He's got a very like intricate mask. You cannot see his face at all. His goggles are sort of like almost transparent where you can see through them, but they still have a sheen to them, so he can see better, but he is still covered. He's got a very metallic breastplate on that is made up of layers, a skin-tight suit underneath it. He's got like this same metal that is made into sort of a not a chest, the bottom, a hip plate and knees, and like he's got elbow pads on it. It looks like if a teenager put together an outfit but then was given like millions of dollars to create it. It's like almost like Tony Stark level, but almost rudimentary as to like where the plates have been. And you look over as you enter this room and are seeing this conversation take place. There are a couple adults that you don't recognize, but standing against the wall with his arms crossed is Damien in this meeting. And the gist of what they're talking about is basically we don't know what the threat is yet. We do know that the band of bad guys is involved because the smoker was there, and basically says, I need someone to find out more information. And the Conductor has a very modulated voice. It's like almost, I mean, it's created by his mask, and he says that I can do a little bit of digging. If I can get Thessalophobe on this, then if they accept my phone calls. Damien, we need you to take care of the situation, but discreetly. And he kind of just, like, he's got his headphones in, and he nods, and he takes a step forward and begins to recount what happened for everyone so that they can get a better idea of the whole situation. He tells it from his perspective of the EMP, the building. He reveals that the building was a biotech lab, and they're currently assessing what has been taken. And Johnny Vibes just says, all right, this is all good information. So I think with your recommendation, Conductor, and of course Bookworm, we'll cancel classes for Friday and go from there. And they all kind of nod and converse a little bit more. But that's basically the gist of things.
So I'm gonna scurry back out from under the door. And then like as I'm going back to my friends, I'm like turning into bigger things to like hurry along, you know. So from spider to mouse, and then from mouse to like a cat, and then from a cat back into myself, like just you know to get away, but like not be heard, like as like running away from this room. And just gonna get back to her friends and be like, okay, let's go to dinner. Pretend nothing happened, and I will fill you in one of our rooms after dinner. But we
Okay.
should leave this hallway now.
Okay, yeah, let's go.
All right, you guys go have dinner. Is there any conversations you want to have during dinner? Nothing important? No?
I do think there is the question of like, hey, where's Damien? And does Jupiter say anything about it then, or?
Oh yeah, if anybody asks, I'll just be like, I saw him there.
Oh. Okay.
Yep, earlier.
Right. Well, good pizza, huh?
Yeah, yeah, deep dish.
Yeah.
Lots of
rolls-
garlic.
The pizza is very good. They don't skimp on the pizza here. That is, you see some of your classmates who are, just every day they're just going through their normal stuff. A lot of them are very excited because they had their first day on patrol. You see a lot of people discussing like things that they saw or things that they did, because Tanya had to step away. I think that one of your classmates, who I'm going to pull from my list of classmates, walks up to Sophia, and she is, the fuck is my stuff? There it is. Students, there we go. This is Richard Wibley, Richard Wibley, also known as Handman. He is a like oddly tatted up for a teenager. He's got purple short hair that's kind of like swapped off to the side in an emo fashion. You see him walk up, he's got his hands in his pockets, but there are 6 spectral hands that are yellow with blue flames around him. And he kind of like casually walks up to Sophia and kind of taps you on the shoulder with one of his spectral hands. And he just says, hey,
So
saw you in a post on Mirage's page. It's pretty cool.
yeah, no big deal.
You know him?
Yeah.
That's awesome. What's he like?
Is it not obvious?
Well, people had guesses, but you don't want to assume.
Yeah, right. We're related.
Sweet. What's he like?
Super cool.
Is he single?
Very nice.
Oh,
No.
fucking sweet. No? Damn it. Is it with his partner, Raver? Because I see them on Instagram all the time together, but they're also partners, so like that makes
No.
sense. No? All right, cool. Cool. How was your guys' first day out? I heard you guys got into some ruckus.
It was
A
fine.
little bit of ruckus.
Yeah,
Nothing we couldn't handle.
sweet. We were sent
Good.
on a recon mission. which is pretty cool. But we can't talk about it, you know.
So why are you talking about it?
Well, I can't give specifics. I can say that I was on a recon. I'm pretty sure I can say I was on a recon mission.
I don't think you can say that.
Shit.
Yeah, you should probably check.
You see one of his hands goes into his back pocket and pulls out his phone, and he kind of like looks back to his group and is like, Sophia, can I give you something to have Mirage sign for me? I don't have it with me now, but I mean like later.
I mean, he does signings like every other pro hero. Just go to one.
Yeah, but I know you and you know him, so I thought maybe you could
Have
help
you
me out.
ever spoken to me before?
This is weird, right?
I mean, we've been passing, right? We had that one class together.
Which one?
Just Earth question. This is something like maybe you would ask a friend to do, right?
Yeah.
Well, there are also people who just ask acquaintances who are well connected, thinking that, you know, it'll work.
Which class did we have together?
You know, freshman year, math,
Which one?
the basic one.
You would be in basic math.
He does not. That over his head.
Billy very quickly
Yeah,
just stuffs his mouth full of food so that he can't say anything incriminating here.
Yeah, see, here's the thing. I'm a person and not just an extension of my famous brother, so I could sign it.
But she won't.
Right. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have asked. I'm just gonna go back. It is his hands are motioning, but his spectral hands, his actual hands are in his pocket. And two of them do finger guns as he walks back to his table.
Oh, Richard, what a dick, am I right?
Thank you.
That was weird.
It happens to me a lot, if I'm being totally honest. We don't hide our faces because
Yeah,
there's no point.
right.
And sometimes it's great, and sometimes it's that.
Well, I'm sorry. If I could help you shapeshift into somebody else so that you could have a real secret identity, I totally would, but that's not how it works.
It's cool. I just need to get over it.
Well, look, we will make you even more famous than your brother with, you know, our social media stuff that we're going to do soon. And then people will be asking him for your autograph.
Sure. Thanks, Jupiter.
Aw, these sweet beans.
But so is your brother single, or is that just something you told him to get him to back off?
I don't actually know. We haven't talked about it in a while, so we don't really talk about dating that much.
Your brother's cute, but he's also your brother. So you.
Yeah. I
Do you
should
not
ask
talk
him.
about it because you don't want to talk about your end of things, or?
I mean, he's a nosy bitch, but I just don't really. I just don't really talk about stuff.
Yeah, I get
But, you know,
that.
there's plenty of other stuff to talk about. Hero stuff, school, wrestling. There's just like so many things I could talk about that are not that.
I got lots of other stuff to talk about other than dating.
Totally. Like this pizza, am I right? Just starts shoveling food in her mouth.
Good pizza. Oh.
The narrator just like shaking their head. But I think that's actually a good time for us to take our break. I know Tanya is doing the pug handoff right now, and we're at our halfway point. So when we come back, we'll have a discussion about the discussion that was overheard. So go ahead and go home, or go home, everyone. Relax your shoulders, unclench your jaw. Make sure you guys take your meds if you need it. Stretch out, do all that fun stuff. And we'll be back in 5 to 10. Thanks, guys. Bye. Welcome back, everybody. We had our lovely break. We are hydrated and relaxed. We're eating snicky snacks, and we're ready to get back into things. You guys ate your dinner on this Pizza Wednesday, and you're heading back to the dorms. Whose dorm are you going to? I mean, they're all right next to each other, so it doesn't really matter. But
I mean, mine's set up for
Yeah.
like the hangout spot because she made it that. So
I think we should go to Jupiter's dorm to discuss
mm-hmm.
some personal things.
Yes.
Yes.
I have
Like our
something that I
feelings.
deeply need to speak to you guys about. Personal problem for anybody who's listening.
I run to my room and grab some more saltine crackers and caramels for the group.
And there's bountiful amounts of candy, I assume.
Lots of just a giant bowl of warheads and sour candies.
Mm-hmm. All right, the door closes. You are all in Jupiter's room.
Okay. That room was so full of people. Holy shit. So not only was the conductor in there, but also Bookworm was in there. And you know who else was in there? Damien. Damien was in there.
That rascal.
Yep, that's where he is. So Oh, hi, Raiders.
Hello, Raiders. Welcome in. We're in a deep discussion and a recap, which is great for you guys. So welcome in. Thank you for joining us.
So there were several other adults in there. I don't know all of them because I'm not very good with like all the famous heroes, but they did mention, I can never say this word, thalassophobia.
Thessalophobia.
Thessalophobia, thank you. And the conductor was going to try to we're going to see if they would answer his call, but sometimes they don't. I don't know, but they were trying to get them involved. Anyway, they were talking about how they don't know what the threat is yet, but they need more information on the band of bad guys and the issue that's going on, considering like what we dealt with earlier. And they want Damien to discreetly take care of some situation. Okay. And then he recounted the story about what we fought at the biotech lab and like stealing the canister and everything. So our team member person is keeping us out of the loop here, kids.
Are we the situation he has to deal with?
I don't
No,
think
right?
we're the situation.
No.
I think it has to do with the band of bad guys stealing kids from this school, and they're canceling classes on Friday, which like should be a good thing, but I feel cheated out of information here.
Yeah, that's pretty drastic, especially for the first week of school.
Mm-hmm.
So I wonder, are they gonna have Damien try and infiltrate the band of bad guys?
I don't know. That's what it sounded like, but that's really dangerous. They shouldn't send him to do that alone.
Yeah, why would they have Damien do something like that?
He
Well, because
better have us
obviously
out.
his like dad is somebody famous and we just haven't figured out who yet.
And that means he's competent.
Apparently, according to the adults.
Unless there's something else going on with that guy that we don't know about.
I don't know. I like Damien. I just feel like if we're supposed to be members of a team, I already have problems being a member of a team. This is not helping my team dynamic.
Yeah, I also don't trust him as far as I can throw him.
She's gonna get a
That's
Coke
pretty
out of
far.
the fridge. She's
I don't
stressed.
trust him as far as Billy can throw him.
Well, that's
Hey,
not very nice, but
How
point
far do
taken.
you think you can throw him?
can I use magic or?
No.
Oh, well then, yeah, that
Hmm.
is not nearly that far.
Yeah, you could throw him really far with magic. Maybe farther
Yeah.
than Sophia could throw him physically.
Yeah, that's
We
true.
should test that out sometime. Maybe not throwing a person.
Maybe. Maybe Sophia means she trusts him as much as I trust Ed McMahon.
That's exactly what I mean.
Yeah,
That's harsh. That's just mean.
that is mean.
I mean, I
but
like him,
also,
but
I offer the suggestion, but I'm offended by it.
yeah, I don't know what's going on in there. There were so many adults all discussing basically what we dealt with this afternoon and this band of bad guys and then breaking into the biotech lab and whatever it was that they were stealing. And then Damien's in there. Like he wasn't a part of our team. Like he was like a spy for the adults. I feel like that's harsh. Maybe that's not true.
He's gonna come back and see us soon though. Like
I hope so.
we're gonna have to maybe I can't memory manipulate him. That'd be in poor taste. Ugh.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're just
I
gonna
hate
have to
being-
flat out ask him what the hell is going on.
We can do that.
Yeah.
I don't like this. I have an icky feeling.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, that's what I heard in that room. So lots of famous adult supers or the real heroes, as the kid called them earlier.
is the kid there?
No. Yes. No. Not in the room. Thank you.
You think if it had
No.
something to do with today, they'd at least loop him in.
I don't know. It was just Principal Johnny Vibes and a bunch of other adults, supers, it seemed mostly, all talking about this ongoing problem, and they don't really know what the threat is. They just need more information. I mean, like, I hope if they send in Damien, they're gonna send in like all of us. At least we could stick together then. You can't just send in one person, one kid. That's stupid.
But
I didn't get a
also,
good
I
look at the
think-
canister. Was it opaque or was it like just a silver?
I unmuted and then needed to cough immediately. The canister was silver. There was silver on the ends, and then a clear glass center with a almost looked like a vial, suspended in the middle, but it was cold to the touch and seemed to be frozen.
I will relay my description of that thing. Something appeared to be frozen in the center. And it is a biotech lab, so chemical weapon, some sort of DNA altering, I don't even know what it could be.
Could be anything. I mean, Billy will like pull out his phone and start trying to Google the biotech company and see if he can find anything
What they're
there.
what they're famous for.
Yeah. I don't know if there are any moves in this game to handle this sort of thing.
Oh, you can ask me a question.
Oh,
Yeah. But like I can't think of a role to do it. But basically it's like, okay, what is the biotech company and what are they most well known for?
I think you would have to do research for that.
or could I have a dark vision?
You could have a dark vision.
Ugh.
Or I could contact
you-
my alien people and see if they know anything.
Mhm. Yeah, or Billy could contact his you guys all have resources.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna wait until we maybe talk to Damien before I.
Yeah. I guess we can sleep on it. But I'm still mad at him.
Yeah, of course.
Does anyone want to go for a run? I'm like kind of amped up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. I'm gonna meet downstairs in like 5 minutes.
Sure.
Perfect. Okay.
All right. As you guys exit, let's do a mega thwarp. Thank you, Perk, for that. Got my mega thwarp. Everyone be unmuted for this one so that everyone can hear the thwarpage. Sorry. All right,
I was
in.
not trying to blow out anybody's ears.
In 3, 2, 1. Yes. I feel like I should do it with my left hand because on camera everyone else is the other way. All right, thank you very much for that redemption. Everyone goes back to their room to get ready for this run. Alex, as you enter your room and are getting changed, you've put on a different t-shirt, are tying your shoes, you see a red circle begin to form in your room, and it grows larger. This is something that you've seen many times, as you see on the other side of it, this sort of almost like fire glowing around the edge, is the Silver Shepherd sitting at his desk, or at their desk, sort of taking notes, and they look up at you, and kind of tilt their head back, their bits hanging from their headpiece dangling, as they do, and they say, "I see that you have been in an incident today."
Yeah. It it was a little it was a lot at first, but we started to get a handle on it, especially once we realized sorta mostly what was going on.
Is
And I
there
mean-
anything you wish to share?
Um, my teammates were really good in helping me, get a handle on things in the moment. Um, still, well, I just I felt almost like a liability while I was out there. At one point, the bad guy almost shot me, and then one of my other teammates had to step in and protect me. And I wish I were more consistent in my helpfulness, because it feels like I'm either doing nothing or, I'm calling down fire from the sky and then I'm doing too much.
You
Still
seek
trying to figure out a middle
balance.
ground. Yeah, exactly.
Is there anything that you would ask of me?
Um, I guess actually there was. So we had a new teammate come join us. Hero named Blitz, but he said that he's seen you at a barbecue at his dad's house.
He has, yes. I have been, one must entertain the notions of others to seem as if it is a social. Yes, I have
Yeah,
attended barbecues.
yeah, and I mean, I guess I get that from hanging around Sophia a lot. That there's a whole lot to the social aspect of this job that I don't know if I'm ready for yet. But
Luckily, those of us with power in the way that we do don't are not required to do such things all the time. You have seen my place of solace, and you know that I live much of a solitary life.
so I guess so. I guess this is a question that Billy would have asked at some point well before this, like at the start of the training. Did the
Mm.
Silver Shepherd ever have to struggle to control their powers like Billy seems to?
Yes, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. They will definitely. They've told you many stories of them, and as well as others who are learning these arts have had many struggles, and though their power is not quite as intense as yours is.
Mm-hmm.
They have given you many stories of like when their power was too much or when it went awry, when they couldn't control it. But all within lessons. Like they all had a lesson coming out of them.
Yeah. But so I guess in this moment, then what Billy's gonna ask is, so when you were figuring out your powers, you eventually figured out how to do it just on your own, right? It wasn't like because you don't really run with a team that often. I mean, obviously you team up when you need to, but mostly it's you said your place of solitude and solace. So I guess I don't know, I like my friends, and I think we do a good job together, but I also don't want it to seem like they're a crutch for me to be able to use my powers. I want to be able to do it, and not have to have them, you know, I feel like I'm not pulling my weight.
You see, for the first time during this conversation, the Silver Shepherd stops writing, and their head kind of tilts up toward you more, um, and they say, "You are still a child, Billy. You need to rely on others. You are not to the point that you can become a singular. Relying on others is not a weakness. It is not something that the cops do. It is not something that you should feel as a crutch. Because finding the strength in yourself when you are with others is still finding the strength within you.
That's that's helpful to hear. Thank you.
And I do not believe you are like me, in that you will end your days alone. Not all sorcery is required to have the life I lead.
That's a bit of a relief. Not that you're obviously super powerful and cool and all that stuff, but yeah, the I think the loneliness would probably get to me.
Uh, again, they're wearing a mask, so there's no emotion. But you do see the head nod ever so slightly as the hand begins to write again, and their head tilts down. Is there anything else that you require of me, Billy Burns?
No, not at the moment. Thank you for checking in on me.
Thank you, Billy. And you see the whole slurps up, and it is just a beam of light for a moment and then fades away.
Oh crap, I gotta get going. And like quickly finishes getting ready to run. He probably had like one shoe on during that whole conversation.
All right, you guys all meet up for an evening run. Is there anything you want to do on this run, or any conversations that you want to have?
No, I think it's just probably a run where we're all like, I mean, Jupiter, she's just gonna be in her own head, like just running to burn off some, energy and like, you know, they haven't done much like training outside of like the fight that happened today, but it was kind of short lived and she still got some amped up energy from that and overhearing that conversation. So it's just she's setting a pace. And like usually if they like take a run, like it's Sophia setting the pace. But like tonight, like Jupiter is like it's like them probably going back and forth with setting the pace for like the run.
I imagine it's Sophia, Jupiter, then Nancy, and then Billy. As far as like the pacing goes. That sound right?
Yeah, Nancy's got nothing to prove with how fast she can run, I don't think.
Okay. All right. You guys
It's like
take
such
your
goody
run.
goodies running
I
at night
know.
on campus
You
to burn
got
off
it.
some energy.
Gotta give 100% if you want to get 100%. Am I right? All right. Is there anything else you guys want to do tonight?
No.
We were gonna have our conversation. Sophia had to tell us some stuff, and we had to give personal info about that.
Sophia was really hoping everybody forgot.
No.
Maybe after the run, we'll see.
All right, it's after the run. Let's see.
All right.
Okay.
We're gonna park
Sophia-
ourselves on a bench outside and kind of like catch our breath a little bit.
Sophia, we were wondering about your stitches. If it was, is it that big of a deal? Like, is this some big dark secret?
No, it's honestly it's stupid. I just don't like to talk about it.
Do you get like a mole removed?
No.
I mean, that happens. I'm not judging. Listen, I have something. I'll tell you something, okay? It's kind of Ed McMahon related, but it's got to do with me and my family.
You don't have to.
Okay. But I want to know what's going on with you. Like, you're a teammate. We kind of need, I'll be an open book for you.
Do you want me to go first? I've got a personal detail that I can reveal.
Let's do it. Let's learn about each other tonight. Sophia, it's fine.
Okay.
You'll tell us.
Okay.
Go ahead, Jupiter.
I have a really big crush on Carter. That remember I told you like when I first got to Earth, I landed in front of a high school and I was like, there's a basketball game going. That boy that I just like walked in and kissed. So like, we became friends
Vividly.
after that because like I feel like, you just like end up becoming friends after something so random and weird because I thought that I was definitely gonna like exit Earth, but I have a huge crush on him. So like
Does
we're
he
just
know it?
friends. No, absolutely has no idea.
I mean, you did go and kiss him though, right?
No, yeah, I did. But like now we're just friends. We just like established a friendship. But like I think
Oh,
he's really
okay.
cute. And I just like, we don't want to like ruin the friendship, but I have a huge crush on him.
Can we tell him?
No.
Oh, okay. Oh shit. Sorry, I'm having cat problems.
mean, you kissed him. He's a teenage boy. If he's into girls at all, he probably has a crush on you too.
Probably.
Yeah, but like, you don't want to ruin the friendship. We have such a good, like vibe. But like, he's introduced me to a lot of like cool earth stuff.
You
that,
know
like,
who
I
else will
didn't know
do
about.
that? Literally anyone else. You know what else you'll have? A lot of friends in the future. So just saying.
Okay, well, we can discuss Love Lives later. I was just giving you guys a personal detail that nobody knew until right now. Well, we said we were, Sophia didn't want to talk about love life stuff, but that's all I had for right now. So like we can, anyway, next.
Oh no, you guys can talk about your love lives whenever you want. I'm here for it.
Yeah, but say something maybe, Sophia. This is kind of a big thing, and I'm not sure that you guys will necessarily believe me. But you know those books about the boy who discovers he's a wizard, like in Hogwarts and all that?
Yeah,
Harry
I
Potter.
studied those.
Harry Potter.
Yeah, that is based off of me.
Hmm?
You're Harry Potter?
I'm not Harry Potter. I'm not a wizard. But you know how his parents, like someone tried to kill his parents and cursed him and it didn't work? That is kind of what happened to me. And someone found out about it, made a book starting with that. But yeah, that's kind of, I don't really tell people that because it's insane. But
I have no reason not to believe you.
anyways, that's me. You got anything, Billy?
I mean, I don't really know how to follow that one up. I mean, I was gonna say, well, no, I think this is actually so. Briefly, when I was changing, Silver Shepherd opened a magic portal to discuss. They knew about today. Anyway, and we got to talking, and I was saying how, I feel like I'm just being a burden out there with all of us. I mean, you all had to help me use my powers and then protect me later, and I feel like I'm not doing enough. But the shepherd said that looking for the strength in others will help me find the strength in myself. So I'm feeling better about it, but still iffy, I guess.
I'm so relieved to hear you say that, actually, because I feel the same way. Like I'm not doing enough. So that makes me feel better. So thanks, Billy.
Yeah, you got it.
I mean, I kind of know that feeling too. When you're only really good at one thing.
Yeah, that's why we're a team, though, because we all have our one thing and they fit together, right?
Yeah, but you do your one thing really well already. I do my one thing and half the time I'm still blowing myself up or fizzles out.
I don't know. That portal was pretty badass today. I like that. You seem to do
Yeah,
that pretty well.
I feel like learning the correct form for like punching is a little easier than learning to, I don't know, create portals that you can send entire humans through.
It's kind of a big deal.
Yeah, but I mean, one of the last times you tried to teach me how to, punch, I didn't break my thumb, but it hurt for a few days. So you're not giving yourself enough credit with punching.
I don't know.
I mean, besides being here, all of my training was to do the one thing that I'm not supposed to do on Earth. So I constantly feel like I don't know what I'm doing. I think, it's just, I mean, look, I haven't had that many years of being a teenager because I'm still a teenager, but I've watched a lot of like teenage drama shows. And I feel like this is just part of being a teenager. You just don't know what you're doing most of the time. You're just stumbling through it and hoping that you don't kill anybody.
Yeah.
Or in my case, you really hope you don't kill anybody. Because you're
I think
really
just-
not supposed to do that here.
That's just being a human. I'm pretty sure like the adults, they make mistakes all the time.
They act like they don't though, right?
No, but like I can see it in my grandpa's eye when he fucks up. Like he knows. And
Oh, I
can
know.
see
All the
that
times we've
twinkle.
gone to the home, and like half of what they do when they tell us stories is stories about dumb things that they did when they were younger. It's like, wait,
Exactly.
so we're supposed to believe that you know what you're doing when you just spent an hour recounting 17 stories from like the war where you like shouldn't have survived, but you did somehow.
And that's us.
Yeah. All right. Okay, Sophia.
Yeah, what do you got?
I mean, I was kind of hoping that you guys have forgotten.
We're
No,
not
we're
gonna
not gonna
forget,
forget.
Sophia.
Jinx.
Well, now it seems stupid.
Good.
It's not stupid. Either way, we're learning something about you, and we're supposed to be a team. So we all have to know each other's strengths and weaknesses, right? And
Sophia
apparently yours
stands
is
up.
opening up.
Come on.
Okay.
Okay. And we'll follow her.
Sophia walks back to her room. You're all gonna keep your mouths shut.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I know where you sleep.
Scout's honor.
Yep.
That's right, right?
Oh,
Yeah,
sure.
Okay.
that's Girl Scouts. Unless you want to be a Boy Scout. Let's do.
I'll do better.
And Sophia, doing a thing she's never done before, lets other people into her room and sort of throws off the coverings and everything. And she has this like huge setup that is just like crammed into one corner of the room that is like a sewing machine and dress forms and clothes and fabric and like a whole wall that's just like shelves of like spools of different colored thread. I sew.
Nancy is like wide-eyed and like like so excited. Like you didn't want to tell us this? This is awesome.
Jupiter's gonna pick up one of the pieces that like she sewed, and she's gonna like look really closely at the stitching. She's like, this is incredible.
And there's one of the dress forms has like her hero costume on it, but it's like a slightly altered version of it. Like she's working with like different fabric or something. Yeah, so I make all my own shit. It's not a big deal. We don't have to talk about it.
I told you like my parents died of a curse and you were afraid to tell us about this. I'm not mad. I'm just saying like you're going to have to up your game next time. We have secret time.
Can I explain?
Okay. Again, I'm not mad. I'm very excited.
Yeah, this is incredible though.
Yeah,
Like,
this is
not by
awesome.
just Earth standards. Like this work is awesome. By like my one hero outfit got me from another planet to here, and I'm saying that this is that's really good.
I didn't always have powers. So it wasn't always like this.
Okay.
Obviously, my mom's a hero. Brother got it. Great genes all around. And my powers wouldn't manifest for a really long time. Like, I mean, most people that have them naturally get them in childhood. I was 15. So I came to the game kind of late. And we didn't have a lot for a long time. So I learned how to make my own shit. I wasn't always the bully, okay? I don't like to
Not
talk
a
about it.
bully.
Well, I try not to be.
You're abrasive, but I wouldn't call you a bully.
And a fast learner if you discovered your powers at 15. Damn.
I mean, even before she had the power, she liked to roughhouse a bit, so guess it kind of worked out.
True.
Yeah. I did enough training to get here, and then some other supplemental activities.
Oh, like genetically altering stuff or enhancing?
Some weird medical stuff I don't really understand.
That happens a lot where I'm from.
So, how much do you like sewing? Like, do you like sewing things for other people or just yourself?
I mean, I don't buy clothes.
Can you teach me how to sew?
And would you want to make something for someone maybe? Like, I don't know, like me or, anybody, whatever.
Yeah, sure.
Yes. Yes.
So when I told you that you needed 5 outfits, you were going to make those 5 outfits for the photo
Oh.
shoot we're doing this weekend?
Yeah, and it just like takes one of the bins that's like shoved underneath the thing, like pulls it out.
Oh man, I'm sorry. I told you to make 5 outfits and thinking that you were going to have them ready in a couple days.
I mean, I got most of it.
That's awesome. This is going to be such a fun shoot. And nobody will be able to get what you're wearing when you become famous, which will make it even more frustrating and probably make you like even more famous. Just so you're prepared. Because people always want to like wear replicas of like what their heroes are wearing, but nobody will be able to get what you're wearing.
It wasn't highlighted as well.
Kind of the idea. So yeah, that's it.
Well, if that's what we're most scared of, then you can't be scared of anything else, especially when we're out there, right?
Nah, I'm not scared of anything.
Are you really just afraid to tell us that like you had a hobby besides like punching things?
I wasn't always as big and intimidating, and when you're 14 and scrawny, look like a weird anime character, people don't take it as nicely. It's easier when they think you can beat them up.
I mean, I get that a little bit. I mean, like, I don't know. People always treat like the Solari on my planet like a little bit differently. They kind of like sidestep around us a little bit, just because we are a little like, people are like scared of us, but like it's just like a general respect. So I understand that like that does feel nice. So I can't really imagine what it would feel like to not have that, like coming here and people just being like, well, you're just a teenager. It's just kind of weird after, so I guess that my transition went the opposite way, where like I just grew up being respected for like what I was and who I was. And then I got here and they're like, well, you can't do that because you're a teenager. Wait, what?
Yeah,
Sorry.
welcome to my world. I mean, you've seen the Devereaux outfit. It's to be unassuming so people don't think I'm strong. And I like being underestimated. So Sophia, I want you to help me make a new outfit. My sweatsuit is starting to fall apart a little bit. I want to brainstorm ideas with you sometime when we have some free time.
I mean, yeah, we can totally brainstorm. I've literally never thought about it.
Oh. Okay.
I think that means she's thought about it.
Yeah, it does.
Jupiter,
Look at that face. That's a curious cat right there thinking
I
about
could
my
kill
outfit.
you with my bare hands.
You're
have
not
to be able
going
catch
to,
me
though.
first.
You're going to be too busy making me a new outfit before you can kill Jupiter.
Jupiter's gonna start backing away slowly, and then she's gonna
Is that a
like
challenge?
crouch and shift into a cheetah.
Billy,
that-
get the
all right,
portal
let's
ready.
go.
Oh. Oh, no.
And she's gonna race off as a cheetah.
Takes off running down the hallway.
That's awesome.
Well,
Children.
think just like idly picking through some of the other things since now Sophia and Jupiter have gone running out of the room.
All right, I'll give you. If Jupiter, did you go like back to your room?
Yeah, I took off towards my room, and then as Sophia like probably caught up to me because yes, fast, but cheetah, short
Right.
distance. And she's just gonna like shapeshift into like a hawk and like swoop back over Sophia as she goes by, and then like land in the middle of the hallway behind her. She like skids to a stop as herself again. Be like, better
Cheating.
luck next time.
You're cheating.
Nancy's like walking out of the room, like, all right, I'm going to bed. Sophia, me and you. We're gonna do this soon. I'm going to sleep. It's like 8:30. It's past my bedtime.
Yeah, totally.
Billy realizes he is alone in a girl's room. The girl's not there, but he's still alone in a girl's room.
Not as cool.
And then it's just like puts whatever, costume piece he was looking at back and like goes and steps just outside of the room.
And this is not, and calls down the hallway as he's leaving. This is not an open invitation. Just so we're clear.
Whatever you
We're hanging out in
say.
Sophia's room tomorrow. Okay, perfect. She's gonna go into our dorm room and shut
I'll
the
bring
door.
snacks.
And she's just gonna get ready for bed.
Thank you for sharing this with us, Sophia. I know it wasn't easy for you.
It's fine. It's not a big deal. It's stupid.
It's not stupid.
I think she starts to say something like 3 or 4 different times and then just kind of, I'm not really good at this.
Yeah. Well, we'll practice, I guess. I don't know how we practice this.
I mean, I could hang out.
Sure. Yeah. I'm always down to hang out with you.
Okay.
I mean, it sounds like we're gonna have Friday off, so we could hang out then. Unless they turn Friday into like some super training day or something. But if not,
Yeah. Sure. It's fine.
okay, cool. Well, I guess I'll see you in class tomorrow. Have a
I'll
good
be
night.
there. Bye.
Walks down the however many doors or, turns a corner or something to get back to his room.
Adorable.
I will say, after all this, like Nancy goes back into her room and like she is on a fucking mission for Sophia now. That's going to be her focus for a while, I think. And she really wants a new outfit.
Nancy, you get a text message from your grandfather that's just a link to a news article. And this news article is the headline just states Ed McMahon donating land to Wildlife Fund.
God damn it.
And it's like
Fucking
praising
Ed
him in
McMahon.
the article. I was having a good night.
Yeah. That ruins Nancy's mood. And she's just like fuck Ed McMahon, like punching her pillow. She's so irate that this just came out. And then she like calms down and reads the article. But she needs to cool down and like just go to sleep before she does anything else about it. Fucking Ed McMahon.
All right. Anything else tonight, guys?
Sophia's gonna do one thing.
Okay.
I think while that's happening, probably has like super waited until there's no one else in the hallway, like made absolutely sure. Goes out, kind of creeps down in Nancy's room, hears some anger inside, and is like, takes like she's got like some like folded up pieces of paper, just kind of like slides them under the door, runs away.
That's awesome.
What's on the paper?
Some sketches that she did previously, maybe when she had some free time, I don't know, of a couple of costume designs she thought maybe would be cool for her friends that she was never going to show anybody. But then Nancy was really nice to her.
I'm gonna think that like Nancy was so like pissed off she didn't hear anything, and she probably won't see the papers until like at least a few hours later or in the morning or something.
Yeah.
But when she does, she's gonna freak the fuck out and be excited.
Yeah. The night passes without incident. You guys get up and get ready to go to class. Nancy, you see papers that have been slipped under your door.
She just picks them up like, yes, yes, yes. And like, oh wait, it's morning. I need to be quiet. And just like studies them. And like gets a folder off of her bookshelf because she wants to keep them nice and flat and pretty. She really loves them.
All right. Guys heading to homeroom?
Heck yeah.
All right. Today is Thursday, August 13th. You guys head to homeroom. The class has filled out a little bit. And everyone's kind of talking. You do notice that there is an empty seat once the bell rings and you have all barely made it to class. Well, there's actually 2 empty seats. Damien is not in class today. Oh shit. And you see another chair is empty across the room. And the team that is associated with the person who is not here is seems like they're like talking about it. They're talking about like, well, where is she? Have you seen her? I don't know. And Miss Baba Yaga calls the class to attention. You listen to announcements, one of which is the call that classes are being canceled on Friday. They'll have a 3-day weekend and they will resume on Monday. After the announcements are done, everyone goes back to talking. And I'll say that you guys, you know of the girl who's missing from this class. Her name is, her hero name is Banana. But she is known as Lily Vanderswell. Her power is she's a snake charmer. She carries around a large yellow python, which is where she got her name from. And both of those 2 are missing. The snake as well as Lily. And you see that kind of corner of the room is in chats. But your best friend and mine, hold on. Your best friend and mine, Miss Tara, aka Brave Moth, turns around and she like looks over you guys. How was your first day out?
Exciting.
Yeah?
Fun. Yeah.
Anything cool happen?
I guess this is a question for LB. How much have we been cleared to talk about what happened with our classmates?
No one has told you that you need to keep things quiet.
Okay. I mean, we got into an altercation. I mean, there were bad guys. They set off an EMP. They stole something.
You guys were there for that?
We
Yeah,
totally
that-
captured the guy.
Oh my god, we just found a lost child. I mean, which is so cool, but like, you guys fought a villain?
Cut to.
That is
Yeah, I mean, we kind of
insane.
beat their asses, so.
They did.
That's-
Yeah.
And you guys are just the four of you now? Or did Damien leave?
I think so. I mean, they told us that he was only going to be here for a little bit. He's checking out other schools and stuff. So, I guess he already saw enough of the Golden Duke Academy.
I mean, that makes sense. But yeah, so since we have tomorrow off, I'm gonna have a party tonight. My dad has a cabin that's like on the edge of the woods. And she kind of points out the window, and there's there's rolling hills, but there is a forest sort of towards the end of them, and there is a neighborhood sort of in that area. So I was gonna have people over, and we're gonna have like a little camp out, a little, we'll make a fire, and everyone can, it's totally school appropriate, so nothing too extreme, but my dad's not gonna be there, so I thought it'd be a good time since we don't have class tomorrow,
Potentially. We'll talk.
Okay, cool. And she spins back around.
Lee does not say anything about the party, but glances at Sophia.
They just had a conversation without saying anything, Jupiter.
Did I miss something?
No?
Do you think I could bring like a non-super friend to this party?
Like who?
Like, could I invite Carter? You guys haven't met him yet.
Yep.
Carter.
Bring him.
Yes.
That'd probably be cool.
Now we have to go.
Yeah, we have to go. We won't do anything embarrassing. Probably.
I
but
mean,
we
like-
have to go.
I pretty much set the standard for embarrassment like first meeting this boy. So
True. Okay, I think we have to go.
we don't have to. I don't have to invite him. It's okay.
I mean,
No.
I think you should invite him. And it
Yeah.
sounds like this is a pivotal teenage moment that we need to make sure you experience, Jupiter.
Yes, Billy. Yes. Billy's
Oh,
right, Jupiter.
Inviting a boy to a party, is that one of
Totally.
them? I guess you're right. Yeah. Okay. I'll do it. I'll text him right now.
All right.
Just text Carter. Hey, do you want to come to a party at my school tonight?
BYOB question mark?
Hey, what does this mean? Just gonna show it to her friends.
He's asking if you should bring drinks.
Oh.
Bring your own beverages.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
what that stands for. Okay. Do we do that? Is that a thing? I've never done that before. Should I have him bring things?
I mean,
Or just say
unless we're-
yes and see what happens? Oh my God, this is really stressful.
Probably
I
just
mean,
say yes. I mean,
Yeah, it's
Tara
a
was-
safe
Yeah,
option.
I don't imagine they're gonna be providing.
Okay, I'll say yes. Yes, I think. I don't know. This person is an acquaintance. I don't know the rules here, Carter. You know this. Send.
Sounds boss. Send me the address and I'll be there.
Okay, I'll send him the address and I'll be like, I don't know what time yet. I'll let you know. Click.
Thumbs up emoji.
Unicorn emoji.
Basketball emoji.
And he says he'll come. Yes.
So Nancy, who's your date?
I don't know. I haven't really found anybody here that's my type exactly. They all
Should I
just
see
seem
if
so
Carter
mature.
has a friend he wants to bring.
I don't know.
Blind date. Blind date.
I mean,
You don't have to. It's okay.
it'd be impolite for me to say no if he had someone, but I don't think I want to impose on him either. You know what? It would be a good opportunity to meet someone at the party, maybe.
Okay.
I'm gonna
That
try that.
happens in like teen movies all the time, right?
Yeah, maybe tonight's my night. I don't know.
There's like a bonfire. Maybe you'll see somebody across the bonfire, somebody we don't see in our normal classes, in like a different homeroom, a different class set, maybe a year older. You'll
I
see
would
each other
like
from
that.
across the fire as you're taking a sip of your first drink. And you'll make eye contact. And you'll
Oh.
look away. And you'll look back. They're still looking at you.
Nancy's embarrassed, like Jupiter. This isn't a movie right now. Like that's never gonna happen. But I hope it does.
And it could. It's
It
like our first
could.
like real party, right?
Yeah, it could happen. But I don't want to get my hopes up, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
But I really hope it happens.
After we kind of talk about that, Nancy turns over to Sophia like, I got what you left in my room and it's amazing and I want to talk more about it for hours and I think it's awesome and I'm in. Like, I love it. I love all of it.
Are you just being nice to me?
No, I love it so much. I wear a fucking sweatsuit costume. You know, like I need something better. I didn't know like these were even options for me. But look at this. I cannot look. I want to be unassuming still, but I don't need to look like all the ladies in the home. Like I don't live in that home anymore. I live here. I need to, and I just kind of I need help updating a little bit.
Okay, I have some ideas.
Yes.
It's gonna be
Okay,
awesome.
good.
Are you
Alright.
like married to the pink?
I'm open.
Excellent.
One other quick question, Sophia.
Yeah.
Remember you said you liked hearing about our love life?
Oh, yeah, sure. I
Like-
love the drama.
Do you have any drama?
Drama? I would never.
Do you have a person that you
When you say, listen, vocabulary is not my strong suit. When you say like,
I think you know what I mean.
I don't think I do.
Is that possible right now?
I mean, a lot of things are possible. I have cat ears and super strength.
Yeah, but there's no way you don't like someone.
I mean, if I did, I don't see how that's anybody's business.
Did you say his business?
No, I don't think it's anybody's business.
Moving on.
Hey, Nancy, I want to talk to you about this later. Remind me.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
God, have you been standing there the whole time?
She
Yeah, it was-
whispers to Jupiter, like, talk to Billy. Like, I don't know what Billy likes. Is Billy bringing someone?
Okay. Ask him later.
You guys are still in homeroom. You're sitting in
Oh,
desks that are
I
next
was
to
gonna
each
ask
other.
like how quiet are they trying to have that conversation? Is it just the
Jupiter
two of them or
Is to Brooke Davis to like be subtle about things. This is as
There's-
subtle as she gets. Okay.
Yeah, there's no way, no matter what Sophia does, she's a very boisterous lady. There's no way that everyone didn't hear that.
Yeah.
When I'm talking to Jupiter about Billy, like I'm looking Billy dead in the eye, by the way.
Billy is
Billy
taken
confused.
aback, but also very confused, both by that and by, oh, I guess Sophia's got someone that she likes. Maybe.
Do we try to find Billy a date? Or do you think he has a date but doesn't realize he has a date?
I don't know Billy has a date or not. Maybe
Yeah, Billy, are you
Billy
bringing a
likes
date?
someone. Oh,
I hadn't really thought about it. I mean, this is so short notice, and I mean, it's.
Did you have plans already, or did you have something else you wanted to do besides go to the party?
I mean, I'm gonna go, but I thought we'd just kind of.
Go as a
Well,
group.
I kind of thought we would go as a group, but if Jupiter's bringing Carter, and Nancy's gonna, try and find someone there. I mean, Sophie, if you've got someone, that's cool, but otherwise, we could just, hang out, wingman for each other or something, or wing woman, it's whatever, or just, hang out. We don't have to go and have dates or whatever.
No, yeah, date's not required.
Like Nancy looks Jupiter right in the eyes. Like,
Yeah, that we'll go together.
Cool, yeah, that sounds fun.
Cool.
Together.
For the record, Billy is not trying to be like do any subterfuge at all. He
Nope.
is just
He's not. He's being so nice.
All right, as the
Sophia's voice just keeps getting like higher and higher. And higher.
yeah.
Nancy changes the subject.
You don't need to, because as the bell is about to ring for the end of homeroom, you see one of your classmates kind of walks over to you. She was in the group discussing in the corner. It is a blue skin, or I'm sorry, a red skinned girl. She has fake cat ears that she wears, but it's cool because her thing is she controls animal spirits, so she has different ears every day that she wears. Today just happens to be cats. She's got a very overdrawn lipstick, and she's drawn like tiger stripes on her face. But she does like this look, but she does look very concerned, and she kind of slides over and she says, sorry to bother you. Have you guys seen Banana recently?
Not today.
No.
No.
We went out on a mission last night, and well, we came across some villains, and per regulations with this level of villain, we kind of kept back, but well, of course, she sent in Lily sent in her one of her companions, and well, in the scuffle we all kind of got separated, and we haven't seen her since. So we're just hoping that, I mean, if you've talked to her, I know you're not good friends with all of us, but if you've seen
No.
anything or heard anything.
But if you, okay, I can try something here. And Billy is going to charge up his powers and try and do the
Ooh.
like elemental awareness thing.
Let's do it.
This could go very interestingly, but I do still have 2 conditions marked, so should be good. Oh dear. So that's
we
a
help?
miss.
You can. There is still a team in the pool.
Yep.
Jeez.
So I think kind of like when we were out on the mission yesterday, you see Billy trying to charge up, and he's not wearing his costume, so it's not doing like the full light show, but there is definitely like a faint humming or vibration, or it's probably a different sense for each people as they interact with the magic in their own way. But there's definitely like a pressure that is building, but not in a like steady, even way. And you can see he's like starting to sweat, and the signs that you are probably used to seeing now of him struggling.
Yeah. So if you guys want to help, I don't think you can't like help channel energy, but you can give him support.
Yeah, I want to do that.
Okay. How do you do that?
Nancy's like, Nancy's foul mouth now, by the way. She's like, fuck yeah, Billy. This is awesome.
Didn't expect
She's just
anything
like-
less from you, Tanya.
I know, I can't help it. She's just like super excited. Like, yeah, I cannot wait to see what you're about to do.
And Sophia's gonna help?
Yeah. Sophia, after this whole, she's just a real ball of energy right now after this conversation. I think like starts to say something, stops, starts to say something, stops, kind of like reaches out. She's gonna grab Billy's hand. I can't do that right now. Kind of puts a hand like on his forearm.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I think it's just like, you can really help her right now.
And then Jupiter's going to release as much calming pheromone as she can.
Perfect. Sophia, you feel a little better. This touch, maybe the pheromones a little bit, has helped you relax a little bit, as well as it does you, Billy.
All right, so now I only mark one condition instead
Woo!
of the 3, which would have
Mhm.
knocked me out of the scene.
Yes.
Billy just passes out in homeroom.
Yeah.
Please don't.
What a rough start to a Thursday.
Yeah. Gonna go ahead and mark afraid.
Mm-hmm.
And then using my elemental awareness. Oh right, I always forget this one also marks a condition.
That's all right. We'll have some
'cause
downtime
it's
after
powerful.
this.
Yeah. So gonna go ahead and mark angry as well. I think
Mhm.
thinking back on the like, I just had this conversation with the shepherd and I thought I was gonna be better at this, but nope, clearly still struggling. But I'm gonna ask, I guess my question to the GM is where is Banana right now?
Okay. You guys see this power that is being manifested by Billy. Is it what are you drawing in front of you, or is this something in your head, or are you
I think in this case, because it is it's like when he did this the other day, it was more of a like environmental situational thing. This one he is just like she could be anywhere. So it's more just I think he like clears stuff off his desk and draws a circle on it and does it a few times as it becomes shinier and shinier and basically eventually turns into a scrying mirror.
Yeah, show me the beast. Okay. So you that's this shining circle of light as you guys are all kind of sitting around Billy's desk and not Lily, the other one, leans in and she, like, you guys all witness, you see a fog in the table, as your vision kind of comes into this scene, but the fog is familiar. You see the fog turn into a shape, and as it clears from your view, you see your friend Lily standing behind this being. For a moment, you might be worried because you know that this person, the smoker, is with the bad guys. And you notice that Lily doesn't seem too upset in this situation. And you see the fog and the dark shadow within it reach out towards Lily. And you see Lily and her large yellow python reach back, and their hands embrace, and they give each other a firm handshake. And Lily smiles, and the vision is gone.
Oh no.
What does that mean?
I think
What was
Lily's-
that thing?
That was the smoker. I think Lily's been recruited by the band of bad guys.
What? Are you sure?
That's one of the people that we saw on our patrol yesterday that we fought.
I mean, I asked my powers to find where's Banana right now, and that's what it showed me.
I must speak to a watcher then. Thank you, Billy. And she, like, puts her hand on your shoulder. Thank you very much. She rushes out of the room as the bell rings.
Good
think that's
job, Billy.
Yeah. I think that's
Also,
a good
I
place for us
completely
to
missed
end for
Catgirl's
tonight.
name. Did we ever get Catgirl's name?
Oh, yes? Did I say it? Oh, no, maybe I didn't. Amanda Rowe.
Hmm.
Her hero name is Spirit Animal.
Thank you.
All right. Well,
Another
that
one over
is...
there.
Yeah, another one for the bad guys. All right, you guys are all set for the evening. We are going to go into our end of session questions. Let me pop up the to be continued, and we'll get into it. All right, end of session stuff. Everyone has to determine if they've grown closer to the team, grown further away from the team, or grown more into themselves, the image of yourself. I have a guess as to what all yours are, but yeah. So let me know who you think you connected with the most, or you know, if you moved away from the group. I don't know. Let's start with Tabby.
I'm ready. I think Sophia grew closer to the team. I mean, this was a really hard. I've been thinking about this for the last like half hour or so because I knew this was gonna be a really tough decision. But I think the person who made her feel most welcome is Nancy. Because everybody was really nice about it, but Nancy, like, I think really probably for the first time, I think Sophia and Nancy were sort of like on the same wavelength about stuff. And that's really new for her. And I think it changed the way that she perceives Nancy a little bit. So I don't have any conditions on market potential, so I would give influence to Nancy unless she already has it. Do you have influence on
That's a
that?
good question.
I only have influence. It used to be Jupiter and Billy. Does that change or like go away every?
You as a player can take away influence from other people or give it to people, but it doesn't
Mhm.
like reset.
Yeah, it carries over.
Mm-hmm. So you do not
It's
have
influence over me now.
Yeah, now you do.
I have one more thing though.
Go on.
So my bull's heart.
Mhm.
I have a love and a rival, which are currently Billy and Nancy. But I can change them at any time, and I think I want to change my rival
Go on.
from Nancy to Jupiter.
Oh. Okay.
I so saw this coming. I'm excited.
Because not in any like negative way. But I think that Sophia's relationship with Nancy like really pivoted. And I think her relationship with Jupiter as they've like worked together has like evolved a little bit into like, oh, okay, here's somebody who can in a very different way do what I do. Let's go. In a friendly way. So I'm gonna change my rival to Jupiter. And then I would give Jupiter influence over me.
Do you have influence over Sophia already?
Okay. Label
Yes.
shifting time.
All right, go ahead and shift Sophia's labels, which might happen again. So you can shift
Whee!
one up and one down.
Chaos.
Does somebody else have their end of session, what they want to do?
Yeah, I've got mine.
Okay.
Billy has also grown closer to the team.
Mhm.
And I think also Nancy with the whole like, hey, I also feel like I'm not pulling my weight. You know, you're not alone in that. So I think that was good. And Nancy does already have influence, so she'll also need to adjust my labels. And I am going to clear one of my many conditions.
That's a
Please,
good
Billy.
idea. For the love of
Please.
God. Good news, we're going to a party next week. So you could be as reckless as you want.
Oh gosh. Well, now I need to consider like which ones are going to be easiest to clear at the
Our
party.
first
Mhm.
teenage
There you go.
party.
Yes.
We're dressing up, right?
Oh yeah, we're all getting ready in Jupiter's room.
Do I change your numbers now or do I?
Yes.
Yeah.
I just shifted Sophia's.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
Okay. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm picking what I'm picking. So there you go.
Do it. All right. Who's next?
I'll go next.
Okay.
Nancy definitely grew closer with the team.
Mm-hmm.
And I think her and Jupiter stayed on the same level, probably. But this time she grew closer with Billy and Sophia for reasons stated for them. So I would say they would both have influence over Nancy, like Sophia, because like Nancy's super into her ideas, and Billy because she's starting to like see the similarities that they have to each other. Like, because Nancy is pretty open, but hasn't really admitted that she feels like she doesn't do enough either. And now that Billy's doing that, like she feels closer to him.
All right. Love that.
Oh, and the other part of my thing, I have to mark a doom track because I did not come closer to defeating Ed McMahon.
No, he's actually gaining ground on you. He's
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
good out in the world.
I know.
Fuck you, Ed McMahon.
Yeah, fuck
Or
Ed
s-
McMahon.
Or so you think.
Okay, so which of us would you like to shift your labels, Nancy?
Oh, I have to do it.
Mhm.
Yeah, because I
Um,
think we both have influence over you.
I'm gonna have to go with Sophia this time because of the outfit.
Sure.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Nancy
All right.
McGee.
that leaves me. I
Yes.
think
Oh,
Jupiter grew closer.
Sorry, make sure you either mark experience or get rid of a condition, Tanya.
How do I mark experience?
Potential on the
Oh,
left
sorry,
underneath
potential.
influence.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, sorry. Continue.
Oh, you're fine. I'm gonna say I grew closer to the team. Because we did team things
Mhm.
and we all bonded and that was fun. And then I'm gonna say I'm gonna go with Sophia tonight because she's really feeling the like it's not like a frenemies, but like they like went into battle together and like she kind of did the same thing for the first time that like Sophia does. Like she just launched herself at somebody, which is like, wait, that was kind of fun. Do I want to do that?
Do I want to
wanna
date
do
them
that
or do I
more?
want to be them?
Yeah. Do I want to do I love her or do I want to be her? um
Girl,
so I
both.
think that I'm gonna go both, all of the above. So yeah, I think we're gonna go with Sophia for that. And she already has influence over me. So you get to shift my label.
Yeah, shift.
Labels.
All right. Awesome. Thank you very much, everyone. We're also going to do our stars and wishes for the end of the episode because guess what? I got to mark off a lot of stars and wishes this episode from your past ones. Mainly, someone calls Sophia on her bullshit. Check mark.
She deserves it.
Yep.
Honestly, she got off kind of easy, I feel.
Yeah. Yes.
You guys are
Combo
so nice.
moves were
You guys are
done.
so nice to her.
Mm-hmm. And then we had more time one-on-one with the players. A little bit of that, yeah. Finding a rhythm when you're on a patrol will be more later. More Sophia's team mom is still on the list. So it was really Nancy this week. But yeah, so what up? What? Who wants to go first?
I'll go.
Okay.
My star tonight is gonna go to Nancy, Miss Tanya, because I like the I liked the like character, like opened up, was vulnerable with everybody tonight, and I loved that. But I also like the random drop and like the backstory that like I can't wait to dive more into with like the parent, the Harry Potter, I love that, and I can't wait to like we all kind of like we're trying to be lighthearted about the like everybody opening up and like not dive into all the things that we were like sharing as a team. But I feel like as we grow closer as a team, we will dive into those things, and I'm very excited to hear more about that one. And then my wish is for I want someone to like push Jupiter into being like so she wants to be like the bad kid, but she like knows that she shouldn't be the bad kid. Like naturally, right? Like all the training is to be like an assassin and not really like a good guy. But like she's here and she's in this like high school to be a good guy. But like we got a little taste of like chaos Jupiter, which was like, I'm gonna turn into something little and I'm gonna go eavesdrop in this like room full of adults. I want more of that. I want more people pushing into chaos Jupiter. So fingers crossed. The more of my actual personality will bleed into this character.
Oh, Lord. All right. Who's next?
I'll go. My star is going to Alex. Because nobody plays awkward high school romance as good as you and me, baby. It was good. I felt like it was a lot of fun. A lot of fun sort of leaning into that. And I think you make an excellent scene partner.
Thank you too.
It's not like we've ever done this before.
Nope. It's not like it's on YouTube for anyone to go see.
No, definitely not. But yeah, no, I thought it was great, and it has a good. It's got you have a great awkward energy without giving me contact anxiety, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
I don't feel anxious as a person, but I know Sophia does. And I love that for her because it needs to not be so confident all the time. And my wish is somebody's got to make out at this party.
All right. I've got an idea. Who's next?
I'll go. My star is gonna be Billy. Just for Alex and his role playing is always so spot on. It cracks me up all the time. And it's great. And wish wise, my wish is I think Nancy's trying to find her footing between being an old person and a teenager. It's kind of a wish for myself upon Jupiter. Like Nancy is gonna get really into the Jupiter / Carter relationship, I think. And so my wish is to not fuck with it, but creepily observe
Encourage
at the
it.
party. Yeah, and encourage is a much better way to put it.
Love it. All right. That just leaves Alex.
Yes. Let's see. Star. I've got my wish first,
Okay.
and I think that'll give me more time for the star.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, my wish is Billy needs to have some realizations and not stop being so oblivious, but we'll see if that happens or what happens at the party. And then, yeah, I think my star is gonna go to Savvy for making Sophia just like so like, oh, this is terrible. I don't want to share it. And it's just like, come on, this wasn't that, the way she was reacting when we're like, this isn't that big a deal. This is cool. And she's like, no, this is awful. And stop it. I do not wish to be perceived.
Do not perceive me.
Wonderful. And
Sorry, go ahead. It was just a dumb joke I was gonna make.
my star is going to be this. I mean, just the whole scene where you guys were sharing things, very on brand with like being a teen and like, yeah, this is a thing that I have. I said it. I don't want to talk about it. So let's move on to the next thing that we don't need to talk, like that. And everyone did that. So I really loved that. My wish, I want to see you guys just be, I mean, you've been kids for a bit, but I want to see what's going to happen at this party, what you guys prioritize as, like this is what I want to accomplish at this party, or like I, want to dance, or I want to talk to people, I want to kiss, those sort of things. I'm excited for that. My wish is that you guys have a fun time at the party so I can traumatize you later. All right. That's all we have for tonight. That's the end of the show. Let's go around and have everyone do their sign off, starting, of course, with the beautiful Savannah.
That's me. Hi, I'm Savvy. I'm at Savvy Seaworth on the internets. My streaming schedule is pinned to the top of my page. I have to say this or it's going to follow me into oblivion. Did you guys watch the OC? I'm showing my age a tiny bit. Do you guys watch the OC?
Yes.
Every time Jupiter says Carter, my brain goes, California, California. Because he was a character in the OC and it's literally been driving me insane all night. I just wanted to start shouting California at everybody. That's all I have. I'm on twitch.tv/game nights like 5 days a week, either running games or playing in them. I run Monster of the Week and I also run Dungeons and Dragons over there tomorrow at 8 p.m. So come hang out with us. We're playing Horde of the Dragon Queen, and 2 of my players together as a plot have seduced one of the half dragon villains. And they don't know what they're going to do tomorrow. And I don't either. So come hang out with us. That's all I got.
Thank you very much. Next up is the creative Rachel.
Hey, that's me. I'm Rachel Elizabeth. You can find me here on twitch.tv/Rachel Elizabeth, where I stream things sometimes. I should be back to my normal schedule, which will be Wednesday, Thursday, Friday nights, playing random things, and I'm joined here by my cat Domino. And I'm here on Sundays playing my weird alien girl, and I love my friends. And that's all I've got for tonight. Okay, thanks. Bye.
All right. Next up is the witty Tanya.
Oh, hey. Yeah, add Tanya Rolling Places. I don't have a huge internet presence, but you can find my podcast, Spider Facts with Billy. I pretend to be an 8-year-old boy who talks to spiders. No big deal. And that's all I got. Good night. Oh, you're
And the muted LB. Hello, I'm the magnificent Senor Alejandro, some guy on the internets, but I'm not here on Sunday nights. I'm mostly over on G Game nights, usually there Tuesdays, Thursdays, and sometimes Saturdays. I won't be there Tuesday, but LB is stepping up and taking over and running a Monster of the Week one-shot that you all should go check out instead.
Thank you very much. And I'm LB Hackemup. You can find me at LB Hackemup on the Twitters and the Twitches. This channel is going to be live again on Tuesday afternoon. Probably going to play the Blackout Club because my Steam still isn't working and I can't play Dead by Daylight, which is making me upset. But yeah, I'm glad that you guys all joined me today, and I've had an amazing time. Good game as always, guys. And until next time, I'm LB Hackemup. Hack recklessly. Bye!